Finally, the Easy Cage is back for another season! Now, can you smell? Can you smell what Dolphin is cooking?
What? Are we wrestling now?
Oh, I'll just do my rock impression. You didn't like it? I was trying to keep it fresh and do a little something different. So
I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. Well, hello, Easy Nation. Welcome to another episode of the Easy Cage Show. I am Dark Easy.
And I'm Rainy Cage.
And this is episode 163 of the Easy Cage Show. Hope everyone's having a happy new year. Welcome to a new season of the Easy Cage Show. We're back at Adam and we're ready for a good time. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you, Rainy Cage, in a year.
Woo! It's been a long time. Are we going to get to episode 200 in the year 2022? Jesus.
And as long as we don't have another pandemic, we should make it. Because when another pandemic hits, we'll probably have to go on hiatus again because we won't have anything to talk about.
Oh gosh, let's just hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah. All right. So today's episode of the Easy Case Show is we're going to be talking about movies coming out in January, or as I like to call it, the toilet bowl of movie season.
Whatever. This is your favorite month of the year.
You know, sometimes a split comes out.
A lot of times we are watching movies limited movies that just get to come out.
Yeah, like I'll probably go see which a movie we won't talk about because we talked about it last month. Serrano. That's a movie I'll probably check out in theaters. It might be the only time I get to use my Regal Unlimited pass this month because I don't know if I want to go see any of these 6 movies that we're getting ready to talk about.
Another great thing about that is it says limited in January. It says wide in February. So we may not get to see that till February.
Yeah, that's true. So, Oh well. All right, let's get right talking about it. So, the first movie of the month coming out on the 7th is Charlie's the 355.
Yeah, I've seen this trailer a couple times in theaters.
I've seen it too many damn times. And
yeah,
every time I hate it.
It looks awful.
I like the cast. I love Jessica Chastain. I like Lupita Nyong'o. I don't remember who else is in the movie. The girl from National Treasure. Chinese girl who I've seen in something before. They're just spies. They're
women spies that are going to team up from different countries, and it looks just like hot garbage. It's going to bomb. It's going to be awful. Not going to see this.
What if it is like sick? Like if it for me, it hit 60s, and I'm like, I might go see it just because I want to need something to go see in the month of January, just so I can.
For me, it's going to take an 80.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
So, because I want to have my Regal pass paid for the month, and I feel like I had to go see at least 2 movies to pay for it. I know January and February and March are the months, or especially January and February are the months where we're like, well, what is going to be? It's rough times for Regal Unlimited for those first 2 months, but once you hit March, that's usually when it's like, okay, this is worth it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Now moving on to the next weekend because that's really the only movie coming out that weekend. People will probably just go see Spider-Man again. The 14th comes out. Scream 5.
Part of me wants to go back and watch the old Screams. I've only seen the first one a long time ago, and I don't even remember who the killer is, to be honest with you. So I know that's one of the things about the movie is trying to figure out who the killer is, and I don't know. But then part of me is just like,
really, Scream is a love note to horror movies, to other slasher movies. Like the first one, it's a call out to like the other, like to Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Psycho, and Texas Chainsaw Murders. So that's what I like about the first one. Like it knows exactly what it is, and the second one is actually a pretty enjoyable sequel. Where it says like, oh yeah, the sequel's never better than the original, and so I kind of like the meta, just them talking about it's like kind of breaks the fourth wall of Deadpool style in it. I never saw I never saw Scream 3 or 4, saying because they didn't make it past the Rotten Tomato meter enough for me to watch them.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen Scream 3 or 4, and I may not go see Scream 5 either. So
I'm gonna be honest with you, the trailer does nothing for me. It
yeah,
does
I
not
mean
give me.
it's okay. It has moments, but I'm just like, we'll see. I mean, for me, it's just I'm waiting to see. Can it make it through? Like, if a 60 in January is a 95% in December. That is how low my watch meter is, and I might go see it just so I can say, yeah, I saw something, and I might go see this with Serrano if that comes out in January, and I'll be like, oh, let's just go see these two movies together. I hate Scream, I hate it, but at least I can start my 2022 movie season out in the first month of the year.
Gotcha.
All right, now we're moving on to the 21st, and P-Usa, to quote my boy Jar Jar. The first movie coming out is called The King's Daughter.
I just clicked on this, watched 30 seconds of the trailer. Pierce Brosnan looks weird. He's clearly wearing a wig. It looked awful. I don't know. There was mermaids. Something about going to a palace. It was a princess.
All right, so here is the premise. Here's the basic premise of the movie. Hoping to achieve immortality, King Louis XIV, Pierce Brosnan, captures a mermaid and steals her life force, but discovered by his illegitimate daughter threatens to ruin the king's plans.
His illegitimate daughter?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I did not get any of that from the trailer, but I'll say after about 30 seconds, you know a trailer is going to be bad when literally the 20 of the 30 seconds was just text popping up on the screen. It was like Pierce Brosnan and this stars in this and from the producers of this, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't. I was like, I turned it off. I was like, I can't do it. And even the text graphics look bad.
It's got that one girl from the last Pirates movie, which I thought she was fine in that. Who else is in this movie?
It's also from Gravitas Ventures. That's a big company. They make all the good stuff.
Oh, and Julie Andrews is the narrator for this movie. Sure. I mean, they had to spend the entire budget on getting her to voice this movie. So, yeah, this movie looks like crap. And I have no interest in seeing this. So I think we're good to move on. Okay. The next movie coming out the same weekend is Munich Edge of War. This is Jeremy Irons. It's a Netflix movie, and this might be watchable. The poster looked cool. So
the poster looked cool. Oh gosh, it's about Adolf Hitler or something.
Sure.
He was a British civil servant.
All right. Set in the fall of 1938, Hitler prepares to invade Czechoslovakia, and the government of Neville Chamberlain desperately seeks a peaceful solution. A British civil servant and a German diplomat, former classmates, traveled to Munich to discuss peace. Okay, so I know about this story. So, I mean, this is the legendary story where Neville Chamberlain had and all of them were in Munich, and Neville Chamberlain was what Hitler had waited hours and had prolonged the meeting for hours. Neville Chamberlain was just sitting there rocking back and forth because he smokes. He was a chain smoker, and you couldn't smoke in the place they were doing the peace talks at. And Hitler allows Chamberlain to smoke a cigarette, and at the end he said, "Yeah, I won't." Hitler's like, I won't attack Czechoslovakia, but I want this land right here that's in Czechoslovakia because they have my people. They have the German people. So you allow me to take that, I will not attack anymore. And it's the famous saying with Neville Chamberlain. He says, I have achieved peace for all time. And then like 2 or 3 months later, Adolf Hitler invades the rest of Czechoslovakia. And it was kind of sank the career of Neville Chamberlain. So they kind of go over that story up a little bit in The Darkest Hour a few years ago with Gary Oldman. So sure, I mean,
You just explained it all to me. I don't think I need to watch it. I'm good.
I mean, if the movie gets good reviews, and like I said, this is not a movie you're going to have to rush out to the theaters to see. This is coming directly to Netflix, so you might see good reviews and be like, let's watch it. See if it's any good or not.
It was released to theaters on December 31st in 2 whole theaters. So maybe it thought it had a chance at awards contention, but I have not heard a thing about it. So I'm going to guess not.
All right, let's move on to the next day, and that is Redeeming Love. Ooh. I mean, this movie. I mean, this is the movie you need to check out in January. Man, this movie looks awful. It just, you have this girl. She was a daughter, and her mom runs off on her, and she basically gets taken in by the whores of the town, and so she just follows the trade. And this guy, he falls in love with this whore, and he's like, I love her, and she's like, I'm not good enough for him. I'm just a whore. And that's basically what the movie is. And they find true love and live on a farm.
It's directed by DJ Caruso. My, how the mighty have fallen.
Who the hell is
that? He was one of my favorite directors back in the day. He did Disturbia, Eagle Eye, I Am Number 4. Since then, he's done Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, Reggie, that none of those movies you mentioned were really that great. So.
Disturbia is great. Eagle Eye is good.
It's okay.
I Am Number 4, also good. I really like that movie.
I don't like that movie. Weren't they supposed to make a franchise out of that and bomb so bad?
Yeah.
And said, no, we're good.
Well, this looked like a modern age, like rom-com kind of movie, but it was set in old times, and I don't know. Out of all the movies we talked about this so far, this would probably be the one I would maybe check out if it got decent reviews, but I highly doubt it.
Okay, the last movie, which the one good thing about not going to the movie theaters all month is I won't have to watch this damn movie trailer again. And that is Morbius. I hate this trailer.
Yeah,
I hate this
trailer I've
seen it like a million times. I'm just sick of it. It's one of the reasons I hate going to movies. Especially nowadays, they play like 30 minutes worth of commercials, and Morbius looks awful. You
say that.
The effects look awful. I've seen better vampire stuff 20 years ago, and it just looks terrible. And I like Jared Leto, but I'm not the biggest fan of Jared Leto. You can tell he just looks like, I'm gonna do the method acting thing, and it's gonna work out. And it doesn't look like it worked out. And also, it might be because I don't like the Venom movies. And
part of the Venomverse.
And it's part of the Sonyverse. And
so I still don't know what Sony's doing with their Sonyverse. I mean, they did the tease at the end of the last Venom and pretended like, oh, it's part of the Sony or part of the Spider-Man, but then they kind of rectified that. Yeah, so not sure what's going on, but I feel like the Venom movies are making enough money that Sony is still gonna keep pumping these movies out. So I can only hope that we're gonna get better movies.
Have you heard the movie news this week?
No.
The rumors is they're talking about Amazing Spider-Man 3's coming out. Then I heard Emma Stone is coming back as Gwen Stacy
Spider-Gwen.
in an alternate Spider-Verse. So and
I mean, so many rumors. I mean, I've heard that they were maybe doing a team up with Tobey Maguire and I
heard a rumor that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in Secret Wars. So
I've also heard rumors that the new set of MCU Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, they're not really going to be part of the MCU. I mean, they're going to be their own separate thing. So, but this way, Sony's not going to have them in their Venomverse either. So I don't fucking know. And I don't want to judge this. Morbius has been delayed a million times. It's their next thing and trying to build the Venomverse. I haven't loved the Venom movies, so could this be hot garbage? Sure, but I'm gonna give it a chance because I don't think the Sonyverse stuff is stopping anytime soon. The most confusing part about this movie is that it's got a freaking Vulture from the MCU in it. It's got pictures of what looked like to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
For me, it looks like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
It might be. So
So
I don't know. Who the hell knows what's going on? But I want to see it. This movie also was made years ago, so people going in thinking this is going to somehow tie to Spider-Man, I really don't think it is. I think it's just going to have. It's going to be our Morbius origin story, and it's going to tie to Venom because that's what they were doing 3 years ago when they were making this movie. but I don't know. And I don't think the trailer looks horrible. I think this will probably be the first time I go back to the. I'm going tomorrow, but we're going to see Spider-Man again. So this will probably be the first time I go back to theaters to see a 2022 movie. Will be this movie right here. So
yeah, there's a good chance I don't go see a movie in 2022 or in January.
Yeah.
So January, it looks like you aren't disappointed. So
Yeah.
at least in all things, 2020, the world is getting back in order. Where January it looks like hot garbage, and so that's maybe a good sign for things to come in the future. But before we close off, I think an Emma Stone Spider-Gwen movie would be kind of cool. I
think it would be cool too.
Maybe set in because you could have Emma Stone as Spider, do like having like a J.K. Simmons that's playing J. Jonah Jameson in the current Spider-Man time does in the MCU, and have the same actors play the character. I think that'd be kind of cool because I don't really want to see a zombie Gwen Stacy from the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. I think we should continue. I don't know. I really don't know what we should do, to be honest with you. I would love to.
I saw a great meme today, and I retweeted it, and it was the Falcon where he said, I'm really liking Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man after No Way Home, and then some other guy and then Winter Soldier comes in. It's like, I like Andrew Garfield 2012.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
So I laughed. I was like, retweet. That's funny. All right, guys, that ends another episode of the Easy K Show. Guys, you can check us out here every week, sometimes on Saturday, sometimes on Sunday. Who the hell knows? Who makes up the rules here? I do. Because look here, I'm the captain. All right, so guys, make sure you check out Rainy Cage at his Letterboxd. He'll be posting movies sometime. Who knows? Maybe he'll have some classic movie reviews. Probably not. Maybe he'll have something coming out eventually. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I'm going to have a lot of videos coming out between now and probably the end of the month. There's going to be a lot of top 10s posted, movie reviews, TV show reviews, and who knows what else I will. And so I'm looking forward to starting the new year out right and getting it started on the Easy K Show and the Darth Easy Network. So, guys, and then next week we will be talking about our top 10 anticipated movies of 2022. So usually we do that at the end of the year, but I was like, let's save that and we can talk about it at the beginning of 2022. What better way to get excited about 2022 than to talk about movies that are coming out throughout the rest of the year. All right, guys. Until next time, all too easy.
Peace out.